Hello and welcome to the garden. That is something I have not said in a while, but hello. I am back? Question mark. I First off, hello. I have missed you so much, and I'm so glad to be back showing my garden to you again. It's been a while, um, but as the spring has kind of progressed, I've been really missing shooting videos and sharing my space with you. And so I decided let's shoot a video and just kind of see what we think and how things go, and just kind of see what happens. So I'm going to take you around and show you what I have here because it looks very different than the last time you saw it. There's been some new additions, some different things going on, and yeah, one of them, little boy, come here,
Come here. Oh, that's a big stretch. Come here, baby boy. Come here. Little boy.
one moment.
Come here. Hey, there's my baby. There's my boy. Hello, little boy. Hello, sweet boy. Oh, come here.
One of those additions is right here. This is a little guy, and he lives in our backyard. He appeared here a little over a year ago, about a year and a half ago at this point. He is a wild man. He appeared here as a kitten with a brother in October of 2023. And he and his brother were both feral. I live trapped them both and took them to our local animal shelter. And they were neutered and brought back. So they weren't deemed adoptable because they were feral. And so they were technically community cats. They have like their ear tipped, and they were both neutered. His brother disappeared, but he did not. And he lives here now. He's filthy dirty right now. He just rolled around in the grass. And his name is Little Guy because he is just a little guy. He is a good hunter. He's not feral anymore. He's a little squirrely, but he's not feral. He is a mouser, and I don't have to have a garden fence now, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Without mincing words, he doesn't let anything come in the yard. So I don't have to have a fence now, which is wonderful, because I don't have to worry about, the weeds growing up in the fence and it looking terrible. So thank you to my little boy for that. He is a character. He's hilarious. He's good. He's got a heated house for the winter, and he wears an air tag on a collar, and he gets all his shots. I mean, he's a pampered, spoiled little outside cat because I think all cats should be spoiled. And there he is over there. This is what he does. He rolls around in the dirt. But, it's fine. I love him. So he's my little garden buddy, my little guy. So this is the garden. And you didn't see it last year at all. So you saw it when I put the rows down. I know you saw it then. You didn't see it at all last year. So last year, it just kind of became a little bit of a mess. These rows that I left, not a good idea. I should have done that. So for this year, I decided I'm done fighting my soil because I do have like clay soil here, and I've been working on it for like 3 years, and it never really got any better. So I decided to move to raised beds. So let's go over here and I'll show you kind of what I got. So I bought these beds on Amazon from a small business called Plant and Pot, and I will put a link to them down below. I have the ovals and the rounds here, and these are the 4x8 by 1 ovals, and then the 4-foot round beds. So basically, I have the 4 ovals, and then I have 3 rounds because I also have my Keter raised beds over here too. So those are I still use those. I still love those. I just wanted to get out of the ground and get above the ground. So doing the raised beds. So what I did was I pulled up all my ground cover that I had over here. So I have all these random spots now, and I have sown clover seeds in those spots, and it's starting to come up. I just finished taking up the last piece like last week, so it hasn't been up that long. And what I did is I took it all and I covered this entire area with it. So the goal is to cover all this area with fabric, and hopefully that'll help it not be so weedy, because that's the problem I run into, is by the end of the summer, the weeds have overtaken and I don't feel like messing with it, and so I don't. So this is hopefully the solution. So I have 4 4x8 by 1 raised beds, 3 4-foot round raised beds, and then the Keter raised beds over here as well. So I'm getting used to having to point, and yeah, I'm not used to this. It's been a while. It's not like riding a bike. So that is kind of what I have going on for this year. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm growing a lot of things, but I'm just doing it in a more compact way that isn't gonna take up so much room. When we first moved here, my garden plans went a little wild, and I wanted a huge garden, and I did it. And then I realized I didn't need to take up that much space to do what I wanted to do. And we also lost a lot of our yard. So we're gonna be reclaiming part of the yard. Very cool, right? Okay, so let me take this off the tripod and let's walk around, and I'll kind of show you like what I'm actually doing out here. Because I have some cattle panel arches put up, and I have some of the beds filled, working on that still. So some of these beds are filled, and you'll see that they're not all the way filled, and then a couple of them are not. This is what I deal with now in the garden, is just him underfoot all the time. So I'm doing like a hugelkultur type thing in here, where I have my cardboard down, and then I have, this is just random sticks and sunflower stalks. I'm filling the bottoms of my beds up with that stuff to cut down on the soil I need. I'm gonna get these 2 beds filled this weekend, actually, and then everything will be filled up. I'm gonna top everything off with some compost, and it'll be ready to plant. So I do have some cattle panel arches. I actually have 3 of them up for now. And then I also have flat panels that I will use for like tomatoes and things. This bed, I've had some roly-poly problems, so I have some potatoes shoved in here. This has like some brassicas in it, and I built this little thing here with some PVC to put like some frost cloth or even shade cloth for the summertime to hopefully get those things going for a longer period of time. I have some winter sown stuff still here that I need to plant out. This is all flowers. So if you recall, if you've been here for a minute, in 2023 I did this row full of flowers that I called my wild flower row. It wasn't very wild. It was literally a piece of landscape fabric that I burnt holes in and planted stuff. So I took all that up. So I just did this last night. My goal here is to get some perennial things established and let things reseed themselves here. So actually in this I have some echinacea, and I have like some snapdragons that'll resow. Poppies will probably resow. So those things will just drop seeds, and I'll let them volunteer. I'm gonna put like zinnias and, you know, the normal sunflowers, things like that over here as well, and just let them volunteer if they want next year. So that's kind of my goal. My goal here is to get this space to be kind of hands-off. I still will start flowers, but I want it to be more hands-off and not let it get run over with weeds or whatever. I'd rather have, you know, echinacea, gloriosa daisies, those types of things kind of fill in here, and then just plant annual things in between it. So that is kind of the goal for here. Otherwise, the garden is coming together. It's been a labor of love to get it to this point. And I'm not done yet. I still have to fill up these 2 beds and get everything else topped up. But I think this will be really great for what I want to do. And, you know, we're still going to do vertical gardening. We're still going to grow organically. We're still going to grow our own food. We're just going to do it in a way that hopefully, fingers crossed, lets me not burn out in August because of the weeds. So that's the goal. So let's talk about the greenhouse, because it's a little different now too. So as you can see, the greenhouse has a real door, an actual real life door. And look at this. Let me move my weight. It actually closes. Amazing. And it has a window that I can open. Amazing. I literally did not know what I was missing until I had it. So, welcome to my crib. I'm kidding, it's the greenhouse, but it is so much better now than it was. It really is helpful. I mean, it was helpful in the past, but it's even more helpful now because it's just built a little sturdier, and it has just some things added to it that just make life so much easier. So come on in and let's see inside. Okay, so in here I have a vent fan. So this is a fan that I got for my birthday a couple years ago, and we finally put it in the greenhouse last year. Actually, have you guys even seen that I rebuilt it with a real floor and like a deck? I don't even know. Maybe you have, I don't know. But anyway, so I have a vent fan now, and it turns on automatically. It has a thermostat in it. It turns on when it gets above, I don't know, it's 80 degrees in here now and it's on, so maybe it's 80, I don't know. But I've added more tables in here to hold more plants. This vent fan also can be powered by solar. It has a solar panel. I have it plugged in right now, but in the wintertime, I leave this on solar just so it doesn't get as hot in here, because I don't need the greenhouse except for when I'm starting seeds and growing things out. This actually is a tray of squash and cucumbers and melons that I started a few days ago, and it looks really good. I've never really done this before where I've started these things, but I decided to give it a try, and it's working, so that's awesome. The greenhouse is really great now. It really comes in handy and it works well. I finally have kind of figured out how to make it work to my advantage for, you know, just getting plants out here earlier and keeping them warm. I made a cover for this, so when it gets cold at night, I can cover it up if I need to. So that's the greenhouse. Very exciting. So yeah, I thought that maybe I'd try to take a foray back into YouTube. I really liked doing it when I was doing it, and I've been thinking a lot about it lately, and we'll see. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm going to be back. I may pop in and randomly do a video. I got pretty burnt out, to be honest, just from everything. My job, this, gardening in general, and then YouTube on top of that. And unless you've, you know, done a YouTube channel, I don't know that you really understand, but when I wanted to do these projects out here in the garden, but I wanted to shoot a video of it. And so what would happen is I would just not do the projects because I didn't want to shoot the video of it. Because when you shoot a YouTube video of showing how to do something, it inevitably will take at least twice as long to do the thing. And it's like I could go out and do that in 10 minutes, but if I shoot a video, it's going to take me at least half an hour. And then I have to edit the video. And that's not the problem. It's just shooting the thing and talking through it when realistically all I wanted to do was put my headphones on and just come out and do it. So I'm not saying that I'm back, but I'm not saying I'm not back. Does that make sense? I've been posting on Instagram a little bit. I'll put my Instagram down in the description. But again, we'll see. We'll see what happens this summer. I would like to do garden tours once I get things in, because I like to go back and watch them. I've been going back and watching my garden tours from our old house. And it's like, oh, look at my little garden. It's just nice to have. So I don't really have any of that from last year. Because I have photos randomly, but I don't have like a good feel of what the garden was like last year. So we'll see. I've definitely missed you guys. I know that I've had viewers for a few years that I've really appreciated comments from, and I was looking through them today and I thought, yeah, I want to dip my toe back in. So this is me dipping my toe back in. And hopefully I'm using my old camera. I noticed when I turned it on that the autofocus motor is kind of loud, so hopefully you can't hear that. I do have a microphone on right here, that's what this is. So hopefully that sounds better than the old audio from this camera. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I'm busy and I have too many hobbies and I like them all. So I'm a hobby collector, as one would say. I took up sewing and quilting about a year and a half ago, I think, and love that. But again, that's like a winter thing for me. I don't really do a lot of it in the summer, but it's something else I love that I can just kind of do my own thing. I love creating things. I love making stuff. That's why I like gardening. I love growing things and just kind of seeing what I get. So thanks for watching. If you're still here, I very much appreciate it. I'd love to show you more of what I'm doing this year. It's going to be a little different, but that doesn't mean it's bad. So change can be good. I don't like change myself. I very much don't, and never have my whole life. But this change, I'd been thinking about it, and I actually built one of these raised beds in the middle of the summer last year because I was just so tired of in-ground. And I grew a whole bunch of bush beans in it, and it did awesome, and I loved it. So that really solidified, okay, we're going to raised beds. So I can't wait to see all these beds filled up. Hopefully this weekend they'll be all filled up and I'll be ready to plant. I'm about to start getting these things in here hardened off and ready to go. How did I used to end these things? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Is that what I used to say? I don't know. That might be it. Is that it? I think it is, right? Yeah, I don't know.